Why are we always getting involved in everyone else's troubles?
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is the last hoorah by James Gunn before he leaves to usher in a new age over at DC. Does this film cement his legacy as a comic book movie master, or is this movie better off lost in space? Let's find out. But before we get too far in the video, if you guys could leave a like on this video, it really helps me out. I'm trying to fight the beast that is the YouTube algorithm, so make sure you leave me a like. James Gunn has cemented his MCU legacy by being the first film in the mega franchise to drop an F-bomb. Now with that out of the way, say what you will about his directing style, but he can bring the funny and bring the heart at the same time and have you laughing and crying in the same movie and sometimes even in the same scene. Peter Quill hasn't gotten over the loss of Gamora yet and is still thrust into an adventure due to one of his teammates being attacked. Drax is humorous throughout the movie while going through a very unexpected character arc. Nebula and Mantis's performance were solid, but Rocket, oh Rocket, he was the emotional core of the film. Adam Warlock wasn't treated as serious as he is in the comics, but I look forward to seeing the future stories that he will have to tell in the MCU. By opening the film with the High Evolutionary as a scientist with a god complex, you really get a sense for how twisted his views are towards perfection. The High Evolutionary's delivery was on point. The only complaint I have is that I wanted to see more screen time with him. Everyone in the film gets a good amount of screen time, save for maybe Gamora, but I just wanted to see more of the excellent performance by Chukwudi Iwuji. The film utilizes flashbacks in a similar way to the TV show Arrow or Grey's Anatomy to shed light on the tragic creation of Rocket Raccoon. The flashbacks can feel emotionally manipulative, using Disney-style heart-tugging moments, ensuring that it is going to have the most devastating effects when it plays your heartstrings. With the 2.5-hour runtime, you really feel this movie's pacing, even when you may want a scene to last a few beats longer to let the emotional impact really set in. But credit to James Gunn for cramming in so much story and characters into one film. The soundtrack for this one was fine, but it just doesn't hit the same highs to me as Volume 1. I particularly didn't care for the song they used at the end, so that detracted from that scene for me personally. I'm sure he used songs that were personal to him, so music's definitely going to be subjective when it comes to that film. I would say the ending is satisfying, but just not on the level of an Endgame. There was a dance scene that just went on for too long, and when they took down the High Evolutionary, to me it was too easy. It just felt like they had to wrap stuff up at the end, and they might have cut some scenes or some places where I wanted to see more of. Both post-credit scenes were fine, but they didn't set up much for the next potential film, if we even get one. As far as recommendations go, I would say this is best suited for fans of the franchise. It ties very heavily into his previous films and the MCU, so a general audience member might be confused if they haven't already bought into the mythology. But if you're already into it, this is going to be perfect for you. This is actually the best trilogy of the MCU. You're also going to have to like consistently hearing characters yelling and bickering with each other. So I'd say with all that in mind, this is a good film to add to the collection. I'm going to give Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 9 prosthetic eyes out of 10. This film was better than Ant-Man, but I still like Jonathan Majors' performance more. He was on a sense of being. So, what did you think of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3? Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you even see it? What is your favorite movie trilogy? Let me know in that comment box below. And for more news and movie reviews, check out our review for Evil Dead Rise. And for everything else, you're already in the right place. CPG.